Hello everyone, in this video we are going to cover the current affairs. For mobile optimized ebooks, please install GK Today Academy app. For regular updates, please join our Telegram channel. The link is given in the description box. Now we have started a new channel, Civils Academy. You can subscribe to it if you find it relevant. Now let's start. With state government has signed a memorandum of understanding with SIDBI to provide market support to its 35 lakh MSME. So this was announced by Gujarat. Now SIDBI is the implementing authority for PM Swanidhi scheme, and it is a scheme by Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. Now coming back to Gujarat, recently Gujarat was also in news because of Rogan art. Gujarat was also in news because of Rajpipla, as Tribal Affairs Ministry is going to set up 9 museums dedicated to tribal freedom fighters, and the biggest of these museums will be in Rajpipla in Gujarat. Gujarat was also in news as recently it announced its first ever heritage tourism policy. Now recently MSME sector was also in news as government launched Champions platform for MSME sector, which bill seeks to convert aviation agencies like DGCA, BCAS and AAIB into statutory bodies. So this is Aircraft Amendment Bill 2020. Now, it is related to Civil Aviation Ministry, and present Civil Aviation Minister is Hardeep Singh Puri. So this bill was already passed in Lok Sabha in March, and now it was passed in Rajya Sabha. And this bill seeks to amend the Aircraft Act of 1934, and it will provide statutory status to these 3 organizations. First is DGCA. What is DGCA? It is Directorate General of Civil Aviation. Second is BCAS. BCAS stands for Bureau of Civil Aviation Security. And third is AAIB. What is AAIB? It is Aircraft Accidents Investigation Bureau. General Moussa Traore, who passed away recently, was the former president of which country? So he was the former president of Mali. Mali is a West African country, and he passed away recently. Now apart from him, few other personalities were in news because of different issues. So first, Virat Kohli was in news as recently he was appointed as the brand ambassador by Great Learning. Now Great Learning is EdTech company, and it was in news because of its Power Ahead campaign. In addition to Virat Kohli, recently Messi was also in news. So he was in news because of 2 issues. First was that ECJ, that is European Court of Justice, has gave a verdict in his favor, and now he can trademark his surname. What is his surname? His surname is Messi. Now what is this entire issue? See, he wanted to trademark his surname and he wanted to start business on the basis of this name. But there is a Spanish cycling company with a similar name, and it is Masi. So that's why a case was filed, and now the European Court of Justice has given verdict in his favor that he can trademark this surname. Now apart from this, he was also in news because he is the highest paid footballer as per the Forbes list. Which international association unveiled a new agency for biomedical advanced research and development? So this is European Union. Now European Union was also in news as recently it imposed sanctions over the cyber attacks on organizations of Russia, China and Korea. European Union was also in news because of Nirman City initiative. Apart from that, there is European Commission, and Ursula von der Leyen is the president of this European Commission, who has presented the first ever AICTE Visvesvaraya Best Teachers Award. So this was presented by Union Education Minister. Now previously the name of ministry was MHRD, that is Ministry of Human Resource Development. Now it is Ministry of Education. Present Education Minister is Mr. Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank, and he presented these AICTE Visvesvaraya Awards, and this was done on the occasion of Engineers Day. So it is celebrated on 15th of September as it is the birth anniversary of Sir M. Visvesvaraya. On the other hand, 16th of September is celebrated as International Day for Preservation of Ozone Layer, and the theme for this year was Ozone for Life. Now please note that in this context, there is a Vienna Convention, and that convention was signed in 1985. So this year we are celebrating 35 years of Vienna Convention. So that's why it is important. Now Vienna is the capital of Austria, and Vienna is the headquarters of OPEC. It is also the headquarters of IAEA, that is International Atomic Energy Agency. So 16th was International Day for Protection of Ozone, and 17th of September was World Patients Safety Day. And the theme was Health Worker Safety, a priority for patient safety. Which organization has ruled that US tariff barriers in case of Chinese goods is inconsistent with the trading rules. So since it is related to trade, obviously it is going to be WTO, that is World Trade Organization. Now, tariff barrier means you are imposing higher tariff or additional tariff. So this is a barrier to the trade, and there can be tariff barrier or non-tariff barrier to the trade. In this context, please read about tariff quota barrier. Now, recently WTO was in news as WTO Director General Roberto Azevedo announced his resignation, and he is from Brazil. Recently, one more Brazilian was in news, and he is Marcos Trojo. He is the new president of New Development Bank. The previous president of this New Development Bank was Mr. K.V. Kama. Recently, he was in news as RBI constituted a committee under him, and the committee recommended that 26 sectors should be given appropriate support and they should have appropriate resolution plan. New Development Bank is a bank by BRICS countries. BRICS stands for Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa. Supreme Court has called for setting up of a 5-member panel of distinguished citizens to set standards for which segment. So it is related to electronic media. Actually, this entire issue was because of Sudarshan TV. So this TV channel was about to broadcast a program on UPSC Jihad, and this program was part of a TV show Bindas Bowl. Now, Supreme Court objected to this, that this is an attempt to vilify the Muslim community, and in this context, Supreme Court set up this 5-member committee to set standards for electronic media. Now, in the context of electronic media, please read about one term, yellow journalism. The Lok Sabha has passed salary, allowances and pensions of members of parliament bill, which seek to reduce the salaries of MPs by what percentage? So, it seeks to reduce the salaries by 30%. It is important to note that previously government had brought an ordinance, and now the same thing is being done through this bill. Now, Article 123 of Indian Constitution contains the ordinance powers, that means powers to legislate through ordinance. So, this is the power of President to legislate through ordinance, and Article 123 contains provision about it. In case of governor, that means in case of governor of state, the power is mentioned in the Article 213 of Indian Constitution. Now answer in comment box whether it is possible to amend the Constitution through ordinance. Keltron, which is set to manufacture ventilators, is the Electronic Development Corporation owned by which state? So it is related to Kerala, and it is going to manufacture ventilators. Now, recently Kerala was in news because of Onam. It was also in news because of Thumbi Mahotsav, and the mascot for this event was Pantalu. Kerala was also in news because of Namath Basai initiative. Which Britain tennis player has been given a wild card to French Open 2020. So he is Andy Murray. Now, French Open is one of the 4 Grand Slam. What are these 4 Grand Slam? US Open, French Open, Australian Open and Wimbledon. Recently, US Open was in news as Naomi Osaka won the women's single title, while Dominic Thiem won the men's single title. Naomi Osaka is from Japan. Dominic Thiem is from Austria. Recently, Japan was in news because of new Prime Minister. The previous Prime Minister was Mr. Shinzo Abe, who resigned on the grounds of poor health. On the other hand, new Prime Minister is Yoshihide Suga. Which national regulator has issued guidelines on interest rate derivatives? So this has been done by RBI. RBI is our central bank, that is Reserve Bank of India, and it has issued guidelines on IRD. What is IRD? It is interest rate derivatives. That means these are the contracts whose value is derived from interest rate. Now recently RBI was in news as it signed a currency swap agreement with Sri Lanka. Recently Sri Lanka was in news because of parliamentary elections, and SLPP won these parliamentary elections, and therefore Mahinda Rajapaksa became the new Prime Minister of Sri Lanka. The President of Sri Lanka is Gotabaya Rajapaksa. So both Mahinda Rajapaksa and Gotabaya Rajapaksa are brothers. Now, Sri Lanka was also in news because of BIMSTEC Summit. It was the host of this year's BIMSTEC Summit. Sri Lanka was also in news because of proposal of new constitution. It was also in news as the government recently approved a proposal to ban cow slaughter in Sri Lanka. Apart from that, Sri Lanka was also in news because of Hambantota port. As per the draft Electricity Rights of Consumers rules released by Power Ministry, what is the timeline for providing a new connection in metro cities? So within 7 days, you can get a new connection. And recently, Power Ministry issued guidelines in this context. Recently, Power Ministry was also in news because of EESL. What is EESL? It is Energy Efficiency Services Limited. So it is under Ministry of Power. Why it was in news? Because of RAISE initiative. So this RAISE initiative is a collaboration of EESL and USAID. Recently, EESL was also in news as India's first charging plaza, that is Public Electric Vehicle Charging Plaza, was started in Delhi. And this is a collaboration between EESL and NDMC, that is North Delhi Municipal Council. Where is the Koshi Rail Mahasetu? So it is in Bihar, and recently it was in news because Prime Minister is going to inaugurate it. Now recently Bihar was also in news because of Kisan Rail. So first Kisan Rail started its operations from Maharashtra to Bihar, from Deolali in Maharashtra to Danapur in Bihar. And the second Kisan Rail started its operations from Andhra Pradesh to Delhi, that is from Anantapur in Andhra Pradesh to Adarsh Nagar railway station in Delhi. The Environment Ministerial meeting of G20 countries was held under the presidency of which country? So obviously the president of G20 for this year is Saudi Arabia. And from Indian side, our Environment Minister Mr. Prakash Javadekar participated in this event. Now, what is important is that during this event, two important platforms or two important initiatives were launched. One is Global Initiative to reduce land degradation, and second initiative is Global Coral Reef Research and Development Accelerator Platform. So these two were launched recently during this G20 Environment Ministers meeting. Now, this year Saudi Arabia is the president. Next year Italy is going to be the president of G20, and in 2022 India will be the president. Now recently Italy was also in news because of Fiumicino Airport. So this is airport in Italy, and it is also known as Leonardo da Vinci International Airport. So why this airport was in news? Because this became the first airport in the world to be certified with the COVID-19 5-star airport rating. So this airport is in Rome in Italy. Why it was in news? Because it is the first one to get COVID-19 5-star airport rating, and this rating was given by Skytrax. The Skytrax is a UK based company. So these were the most important questions. Now we are going to cover important news. Feel free to skip it if you do not like the format. So first is Global Ayurveda Summit. So recently the 4th edition of this summit was organized. This was attended by our Vice President Mr. M. Venkaiah Naidu, and the theme was Emerging Opportunities for Ayurveda During Pandemic, and it was organized by Ayush Ministry in collaboration with CII, that is Confederation of Indian Industry. Next is National Cyber Security Coordinator. So recently there was a report that a Chinese company is involved in surveillance of Indian personalities, and the name of this company is Zhenhua Data Information Technology Limited. So this is the name of company. It is Chinese company which was involved in the surveillance of Indians, or you can say which is still involved in the surveillance of Indian citizens. Now, the government has set up an expert committee under National Cyber Security Coordinator to evaluate the implication of this surveillance. Next is Russian Direct Investment Fund. So recently, RDIF has tied up with Dr. Reddy's to conduct the clinical trials of Russian vaccine Sputnik. Next is HCL Technologies. So recently HCL Technologies replaced ITC Limited and therefore it became the 10th most valuable firm of India as per the market capitalization on BSE. What is BSE? It is Bombay Stock Exchange. Next is WhatsApp Common Service Centers. So recently these two decided to collaborate, and with the help of WhatsApp chatbot, the idea is to ensure digital literacy. So this will provide information about various government initiatives. Next is Human Capital Index. So recently this index was released. India is on 116th position. Now it is important to note that previously India's score was 0.44. Now India's score is 0.49. Next is Tata Group. So recently Tata Group was in news because of Central Vista project. So Central Vista project is related to construction of new parliament building, and recently Tata Group the contract for this construction, and its bidding amount was 861.90 crores. Now please remember this amount. In some exam they may ask you this exact amount, so they may give you different figures, so please keep it in mind. Next is Global Smart City Index. So recently this index was released. As per this index, Singapore is on top position. From Indian side, four cities are in this ranking, and this ranking is released by IMD, that is Institute for Management Development, and SUT. What is SUT? It is Singapore University for Technology and Design. So IMD in association with SUT released this Global Smart City Index 2020, and this index has been topped by Singapore. Next is world's first SDG linked sovereign bond. Sovereign means issued by the government, bond and equity. Please read about these two terms. What is the difference between bond and equity, and what is the meaning of term convertible bond? Okay, so SDG stands for Sustainable Development Goals. So Mexico recently issued these world's first Sustainable Development Goals linked sovereign bond. Next is India Happiness Report 2020. So this report has been compiled by Professor Rajesh K. Pilania, and as per this report, Mizoram is on top in terms of happiness. So top 3 are Mizoram, Punjab and Andaman and Nicobar Islands. That means in states and union territories, these 3 are top 3. On the other hand, Maharashtra and Delhi are on bottom position. Next is GigaNet. So recently this was launched by VI. What is VI? VI is the unified brand of Vodafone Idea, and it has launched this GigaNet initiative. Next is IBSA. IBSA stands for India, Brazil and South Africa. So recently foreign ministers of these 3 countries had a meeting, and from Indian side our Minister of External Affairs participated. Now these countries demanded reforms in UNSC. What is UNSC? It is the United Nations Security Council. Recently India got elected as the non-permanent member of UNSC. Now in this context there is a group. It is G4, and 4 countries demand permanent seat in United Nations Security Council. These are Brazil, Germany, India and Japan. Next is Titan Pay. So recently SBI and Titan collaborated to launch this India's first contactless payment watch, and the name is Titan Pay. That means now you can tap your Titan Pay watch and you can transfer the payment. So this is obviously for the account holders of SBI. Next is Djibouti Code of Conduct. This is also known as Jeddah Amendment. So recently India had joined it as observer. So it is an initiative to curb the piracy in the Western Indian Ocean region. So it is related to piracy in Indian Ocean, and it is an initiative to curb the piracy. Recently India joined this initiative as observer. So these were the most important questions of today's video. Thank you.